New to Amazon ads, this 2025 guide will make you look like a pro in 10 minutes or less. And we're going through everything right now and also going to go through a speed walkthrough, but you need to know this checklist before you run ads. If your listing sucks, your ads are not going to do good. It's that simple. And that's why you should have a little bit of a checklist so you know, is it you or is it the listing? Right? And most of the time, it's the listing that's bad. So the first thing you want to look at is the reviews. People in the United States do not want to buy products that have a 3.3 star rating. So if you're running ads for a product like this, it is just not going to do good. That's it. Even if you're a pro, you got an expert that comes in and run ads, it's not because people are going to click, right? But they're not going to buy. So that's something that you need to understand at the end of the day. And we can go through other things like the title. The title, the first 4 words should clearly state what the product is. That helps with conversion rate. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to pretend that there is no images. It's only these 4 words, and you're going to show it to a friend. And if they know what the product is, you did a good job with your title. Hand acupressure relief clips. This is pretty solid. Unfortunately, it only has 1 clip, right? Does it come with 1 clip or 2? Oh, 2. Perfect. So this title actually is pretty solid. Hand acupressure relief clips. If it says like something different or it doesn't show exactly what your product is, or you showed it to like a 10-year-old and they're like, I have no idea what that is, then it might not be a good title. You know, right? The first 4 words are important. Don't forget about your bullet points, your A+ content, audit your competition. People always don't do this. You need to audit your competition and make sure your listing is at least as good as some of your top competitors. Images, inventory, buy box, listing health, and pricing, right? The basics, but you'll be surprised that people don't look at the basics and then their ads, so they don't wonder why their ads aren't doing good. So now we're going to be doing a speed walkthrough on how to run a sponsored products campaign. So you're going to log into your Amazon Seller Central. You're going to go to Advertising Campaign Manager. Once you're in Campaign Manager, it's going to look like this, where you can create any campaign you want, and sponsored products is right there. When you're in the Campaign Manager, you want to click Create Campaign. And again, it's going to take you to that one page that I just was on for sponsored products. Once you're on that sponsored products page, you're going to click Create Campaign. Once you click Create Campaign, you can leave the ad group name the same. I recommend just choosing one product, scrolling down, automatic. Do a little bit above the default bid to start to make sure it runs money. So the default bid's 55 cents. I'm going to go to 57 cents. Scroll down, dynamic bids down only, right? And then you're going to name the campaign. Name it something that you're going to remember. If it's just the one product, maybe it's 500 count, something that you remember, right? I like to do that. I actually have a way to do it, but you can put like the ACen, auto campaign, and then maybe if I made it, I'm going to put Josh. So that way I know who made it, depending on how many people are working for me or under this company. And then we've got the daily budget. You're going to turn this off, and then you're going to launch that campaign, right? Once you launch that campaign, in around 2 days, it's going to start running and you'll see some type of results. This is an automatic campaign. We can see right here the spend, the cost per click, and the sales. So you should be getting some results right away. It might take 7 to 10 days to even generate your first sale, but just keep an eye on it. And that's going to be my recommendation to start with running your own automatic campaign. Now, the next up is going to be a little ACoS cheat sheet. I showed you the checklist to make sure your ads are going to do good. Now, how to measure if your ads are doing good is going to be with this percentage. Now, Amazon actually pushes this percentage to you and tells you the percentage, but anything below 29% ACoS, which is advertising cost of sale, usually is pretty good. Now, this is a generic model, right? So keep that in mind, right? So generic is like mac and cheese, assuming that everybody likes Kraft mac and cheese, right? That's something like this, assuming that everybody thinks 29% or less is good, amazing ACoS. is something to think about. But anything below 29% ACoS in general is pretty darn good if you can maintain it, right? If you can get below 10% ACoS, then you're pretty much in the top 1% of advertisers if you can maintain it. And you want to get as low as possible, right? There's also good, okay, bad, very bad. We want to ignore all of those, and you want to get in the amazing ACoS as quickly as humanly possible. In order to get into the amazing ACoS, obviously you need to know semi what you're doing, but a lot of this comes from cost per click. If you're spending less on Amazon, you're going to make more. And that's why a lot of our campaigns right here, right, you can see we spent $47 and made $700. So that's a 6% ACoS, right? And the hard part is maintaining that. But what you can do is click on one of your campaigns and lower the cost per click. The cheaper the click, the better the ACoS, right? The better the ads do. So you're going to click on one of your ads, and then when you click on one of your ads, you're going to click on total targets. And then once you click on total targets, you're going to slowly lower that cost per click. You want to get the cost per click as low as possible. The lowest you can get it is 2 cents per click. Right now, our cost per click is at 83 cents. So again, what we want to do is just slowly lower this. You can see right now, it was at 88 cents cost per click, but we're lowering it slowly. We're slowly lowering the cost per click and seeing how low we can get it. If you lower the cost per click too fast, Amazon won't like that and stop the ads. But if you lower it very, very slow and you take your time, you take this as a long-term investment, then it's going to pay off in the long run. And we even had some cost per clicks get down to 2 cents, right? And what that means is you could get technically, 50 clicks and only spend $1. So 50 people could click on your listing, and you or your client only spends $1 on ads, right? So that's amazing compared to 83 cents or a dollar. They're pretty much, if they get 50 clicks, they're spending almost $50. And you don't want that. $1 to $50. That's how you get successful ads. Now, at the end of the day, to get these successful ads and maintain them, it is going to be cost per click. But if you go to our description, we'll do a free listing audit for you and tell you straight up why your ads aren't doing good. And most of the time, it's because of your listing. So go to that link. We'll do a free listing audit. Look at all your top competitors. Tell you how much money your top competitors are making per month on Amazon with our tools, and then tell you why they're standing out. So that way you can improve your listing. It's a win for us. It's just great practice for us. And for you, you actually get something that you can use and implement right away. Now that's it for today's video. If you want more Amazon videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. Learn something new, drop a like. If you're an Amazon seller, highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content. It's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video or just help selling on Amazon, contact the HP Consulting Group. Links right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. And one of our most popular services is our full Amazon account and advertising service where we'll manage your ads. We'll make sure all of your listings are optimized and make sure you're generating more and more sales each day for a cheaper and cheaper price. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, signing out.
Mm-hmm.